Hello again on the Q&A. I want to answer for you the question that came in recently about how do I insure a home if I bought it subject to, so it has a loan in place, and there's already an existing policy. What do I do? What do I do? Am I going to alert the bank on the due on sale clause, all the things? First of all, relax, okay? So it's been done thousands of times before you and I were born. Here's what we do. All I can tell you is what we do, all right? And that's how we coach all our associates, and that's how we train. We only do what we do in the trenches. And if it changes, we'll raise the flag and say, hey, we changed our policy. We got to change this. Here's what we do. Hey guys, Chris Prefontaine back with you to answer that question on what the heck do you do if you buy a property subject to and it already has insurance policy in place and it's not in your name and all those things that you worry about with subject to. What we do, I told you I would tell you what we do. What we do is this. We will, there's a checklist on every folder, by the way. Let me precede this whole conversation with that. Everything that you hear in the Q&A is probably handled by a checklist that is actually on each folder. And that checklist is in your modules of training that we have for the QLS program, okay? And you don't have to buy the program if you don't want it. I'm just telling you that everything's there, okay? All right. So what we do is, in this case, my daughter Kayla, who's the general manager, will get a new policy quoted ahead of time, so we have our numbers. We use a company that's listed in our investor resources called REI Guard. It was called Affinity. I don't know if they'll change the name again, but let me tell you, they're the largest non-owner occupied and the most price effective. My insurance is way down. And so you want to go to the investor resources and get that name. Okay, we get a quote, we get a binder. We then call the bank. We can call the bank because we had the seller sign an authorization to release information. So now we fax that to the bank or scan that in. We now can talk to the bank. We say to the bank, I'm just summarizing for you, but we say to the bank, look, my name is Kayla. I'm with Pre-Property Solutions. We are the management company for the home located on 123 Jump Off of Bridge Street. And we're going to send you a new policy. We just replaced the old policy that you have escrowed, that you're escrowing for. The insurance company is called REI Guard. They're going to bill you directly, okay? So please, I'm going to fax this policy over now. Please replace it. So the other policy goes away. This policy goes in place. Highly likely that REI Guard is going to cut your costs down, so your PITI payment is going to come down. And then because banks are pathetically non-efficient, I don't know if that's a word, you got to put a tickler in your notes, and on our checklist we have it, to call back 3 days later. Did this get taken care of? Did the company bill you? Did the other policy get canceled? Make sure it's done, because I can't tell you how many times we fax this stuff in or we got direct bill happen and nothing happened. And we're paying on 2 policies. Side note. Okay, so that gets done on the bank side. When I first started, I was worried about a local bank here, a little savings bank. It wasn't like a servicing center. And I said to my mentor at the time, what the heck am I going to do? It's a small bank. They got to talk to each other. They must sit like side by side, and they're going to say, hey, someone else took over this insurance policy. There's a due on sale clause. It doesn't matter. Really, the insurance side doesn't even talk to the other side. And even if it does, how did I script that at the beginning? We're the management company. Now, on the insurance side, what do? You call REI Guard. You already have an account set up. And you say, look, here's a new house. Here's the policy. They have you fill out a form, blah, blah, blah. You have the bank still listed as the first lien holder. They have to be. So when they get that binder, they see that didn't change. You still have the seller's name listed on there as additional insured. That didn't change. And you have your name on there as the insured as well. And the bank just says, oh, that's the management company name, Pre-Property Solutions, XYZ Property, Structure Property, whatever it is, okay? So that's both ends of how you maneuver with insuring a property that you bought subject to. Okay? I hope that was helpful, guys. I really do appreciate you coming to these videos. I'm going to constantly put these up, but what will keep that feeding, what will keep that coming steady to you is if you go ahead and you post a question down below. What's the most burning question you have in your business that if you got it answered, you'd either feel better, relieve stress, or increase profit? What is that for you? Think about it. Put it down below right now. I'll create a video for you. I don't know how fast, but I'll create a video for you just as soon as I can. I'll film it right away. When it airs, I don't know, but it'll get filmed right away for you. I want to get at these for you so you have nothing pending. And if you're new to these or if you've just watched a few, jump on the other ones. I mean, there's a whole boatload of videos over here that you can watch. And before you leave, especially before you leave, subscribe below. hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of these upcoming videos. And you know what? There's a whole bunch of commonly asked questions that are answered in my book. And if you're keen on learning this stuff, why haven't you read the book yet? This is not brain science. I'll tell you what I'll do. I haven't done this on a Q&A in a while. I will give you a free copy of this book. It's an Amazon bestseller. It's on there for, I don't know what it's on there for, $24.95? $24.95. I'll give it to you for free. Click the box below, fill out your information. I'll even include the shipping. You don't have to pay a dime. I want to get this book in your hands. I don't want that to slow you down. I want it to augment what you got going on. I want it to magnify what you got going on. Real estate on your terms. Fill it out below. I'll get you a free copy. Thanks for watching.